fourth annual Thunder Fest that we're bringing to you, and it's up here in Rapid City in conjunction with Lakota People's Law Project, and also brought to you by Standing Rock Sioux Tribe. And I was kidding our own tribe back home, the Oglalas, that it's like, man, the Standing Rocks are putting something on in Rapid City. Where you guys at, And a lot of people didn't really like that, but hey, it's true. But again, like they say, to decolonize the way we think, we do have Oglalas here tonight, so we don't need the government of Oglala Sioux Tribe to pay for things, because you're here. And that's what tonight should be about, is freeing our minds. But we do have Thunder Valley here is in the house, so give yourselves a big round of applause. And Lakota People's Law Project is here too, so give yourself a big round of applause. And we also have members of the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe here. Give yourself a big round of applause. So tonight we had some lighting issues and stuff with the building, which was out of our hands, and I want to thank Rapid Skills 360 for hosting us, so let's give them a big round of applause. AJ, you're wonderful, you're a great host, and we thank you for supplying us with this space. And tonight, before we get started, I wanted to talk a little bit about space, literally. And remember that, Malakota, Nilakota, we are who we are, and movement is sacred, right? And there's many forms of movement, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And tonight should be all about moving in the same direction with one another in a good way. So I really appreciate each and every one of you for coming out tonight. We have some great entertainment tonight. We have Terrence Jade, who is a Lakota hip-hop artist who raps in Lakota. And yeah. We also have Spur Puyer, the singing sensation from Thunder Valley. He's going to be on stage in a little bit. Mr. Natani Means, Russell Means' son, youngest son, will be here tonight. And we also have Indigenous that's going to show up and do some music for us. And that's going to be awesome. I myself will sing you a few songs later. I'm Scotty Clifford again. Thank you. And to finish out the night, we have a great band from here in Rapid City. They're called Jay Whalen and his Miller Light Orchestra, just like it sounds. So give them a big round of applause. And tonight, I wanted it to be about relationship building. And for too long, probably about 12, 15 years, Rapid City has got this connotation for, some people say racist or whatever you want, but I challenge everybody to really look at themselves and do the very best job they can. And racism is just that very thing that is a horrible thing, right? But I think for us, it's about moving forward together with one another. And if you really believe in the Dakuye Oyasi, how all things are related, we need to remember that we were the original people of the plains for this area. Of course, Malakota, Mashahila people that were in this region. And that includes so many people from Pine Ridge and Standing Rock and different parts of the Oceti Vote. And when we think about that idea of reconciliation, we need to remember that we need to look at ourselves. And if anybody has ever sundanced or went on a hill for the duration, it was Grandpa Frank Fosgrove who talked about how sacred water was. And he would say, look at yourself in the water before you take a drink. There might be water right there offered to you. And all the things you're angry about, all the things you're upset about, things that you're sick about, or anything that's ailing you, look at yourself in that water first before blaming anybody else. Remember, you got nobody else to blame for your own actions. And I'm not trying to give anybody a free pass in the Black Hills, but it's that kind of effort, that kind of work that we need to have as Lakota people and non-Lakota people, whether that's European American or African American, Asian American, whatever have you, Hispanic or Mexican American. We are in this Black Hills together now. And remember, Grandpa Sitting Bull talked about how we need to put our minds together for our future generations and figure out what kind of future we want to have for our children. And if we continue to make racism and that conquer and divide mentality a thing, we don't get any work done. And if you're a hard-working Lakota, like a lot of my relatives from Thunder Valley and a lot of my relatives from Standing Rock, Mr. Chase Iron Eyes is here tonight. Give him a round of applause. If everybody is working hard, racism just goes out the door. And you look up and you see your brothers. Tom Willock is here tonight for Friday meals at the band shop. Let's give him a big round of applause. There's so many people here tonight invested in our future. So if you really want to F the man or F all these people that think about all this conquer and divide stuff, the most radical you think can do is hold each other accountable and responsible for those ideas. So I basically needed to talk for a certain amount of time until we got some things worked out up here. And I'm given the green light now. So I want to welcome my nephew. He's going to come up and open the show with a song. His name's Swervy. And he's a up and coming Lakota hip hop artist. And then after that, we're going to have Mr. Spur Pooyer. So hold tight with us. Thank you.
Hello. This is like a ignorant little rap song. I said this here. Oh man, God. I'll just do the chorus, man. I spit it and flip it, go get it. Excusing my baby like I'm having children. I spit palms, I'm chasing the wind. Shut out the domes, I'm holding the mid. I keep a mask like I'm the villain. Slide on the foes, I ain't talking Willow. This thing will organize, how you feel it. Making some money, I'm making it kill it. Talking some, ain't talking tools, I've got enough time. Invest in these fools. We listen to blues. But then our jewels, swerving so crazy, he hunting the prey. Say that on my seat, cool with your bae. Keeps me insane, you finna go spray. Pox real like one thing videos, then I got a shot of my one thing, Billy don't put him on the map, and a whole group really know I think it's a sack. I was burning about the show, split it and flip it, go get it, this music my baby like I'm having children. I spend palms and shakes me away. Shut out the dome, Dakota with me. I keep a mask like I ain't the villain. Side on the foes, I ain't talking with her. Then they gon' walk, I ask how's you feeling? Make it to Bundy, I'm making it killing. Hop out the bus and I'm too damn fly. They see me like I knew that guy. Spin like this is junior high. RC skills is where I'm at. Tiny Spur. Shoot like Pippin. No cut down like that is spitting. Go get it, this me and my baby like I'm having children. I spit palms and shakes me away. Shut out the dome, no colder for me. I keep a mask like I am the villain. Side on the falls, I ain't talking Willa. This ain't one market, ask how is you feeling? Making it to buddy, I'm making it killer. Go get it, this this music with my babies like I'm having children. I'm spitting poems on Shakespeare away. Shout out to Dome, Dakota, but man, I keep a mindset, I ain't the villain. Side of the foes, I ain't talking villain. They think I'm walking, that's how I should feel it. Man, he's a bunny, I'm making a killing. I kind of messed that up, if you couldn't tell. But hey, that one part was good. One kid with the Machi Apollo, my name is Many Lightnings. Chase Iron Eyes is my uncle, dad thing or whatever. I think like she is what I call him. I go to Lakota Country High School. I'm just 15. I rap and make music. I go by Swerva. That song will be on Spotify soon. I'd like to thank my Uncle Scotty for allowing me to be up here. Pretty much, this was a nepotism performance. Thank you and have a good day.
Okay, let's give it up for Swerva. Okay, at this time I'm going to invite Senator Red Dawn Foster up to give an announcement. And she's amazing. Let's give her a big round of applause, everybody. And tonight, let's make tonight about relationship building and supporting one another. Here's Miss Red Dawn Foster, Senator.
Hello, my relatives. I want to thank Scotty for just creating a beautiful energy here, bringing us all together and bringing this medicine into my beautiful nephew for such powerful, powerful words. Yeah, I want to be the villain. I'm ready to take that mask off and bring what South Dakota has been bringing to us for a long time. I'm so happy to be here. It feels good to be among all of this Indigenous beauty and excitement. As Indigenous people, we are born into a legacy of struggle and resistance, gifted the responsibility of taking care of the land and the water and our relatives. And I'm here to tell you that right now, we have the opportunity to protect it in a way that we have never been able to before, and that is with the power of our vote. It is just one of the tools that we have to fight for our self-determination and our right to sovereignty. It is the tip of the arrow, it is the sharpest point, and I'm asking every single young Hichita, Cheyenne Dog Shoulder, Kit Fox, healer, revolutionary, to come forth and bring your family to turn out this vote, because we have a chance to bring shockwaves, not just to South Dakota, but to the world, to say that the Indigenous vote has awoken in South Dakota, and we are hungry, and we are coming for what's ours. Badakasi.
So next up we have the awesome Sperm Queer is going to come up and grace us with his voice. And before we do that, I want to give a big acknowledgement to Chaske and stage lighting sound of the Black Hills. Chaske Stewart is trying to troubleshoot a bunch of issues this afternoon, and we did our best with it, and we're just going with it, with the flow. And I also want to thank Chase Iron Eyes and all the great work that he's done to bring this together. Mr. Dan Paul Nelson, let's give him a big round of applause. I know he's out there somewhere. And Chuck Banner and his crew. So I wanted to get some people acknowledged and thanked before we really go on to the next act. And for me, I really believe tonight is special because it's the beginning of healing, I would call it. And like Red Dawn, she does her very best. She's always on the campaign trail. But even more importantly, she's always there in every high school and every grade school, at every educational meeting or what have you that is around South Dakota. And she's always there to really try to try to make the best of those situations. So let's give Red Dawn Foster a big round of applause. She's literally your representative. She's at the Senate fighting for your rights all the time. And just like they say, fight for your right to party. Senator Red Dawn Foster is fighting for your right to be a war party, right? Be a Lakota people. So again, let's acknowledge her. And Tahashi Spur is out there somewhere. So we're about ready to have him come up here in a second, whenever he's ready. And again, I want to acknowledge the things that we need to work on here in the near future. And that's about not just forgiveness of community, but also for letting. It was an important message brought to me by Grandpa Foolscrow one day. He had mentioned that when people talk about forgiveness, they need to let things go. And you can't forgive something away unless you let it happen. So that was a big part of the idea that we are in this together, in this situation together. And without further ado, if Spur is available, not sure where he is. At this time, he's going to come up to the stage. So, sorry, we're kind of running behind schedule again, and not sure where Spur is, but... Oh, 1 minute away. Okay. Thanks, Chase. And later on, we'll hear from Chase Iron Eyes. And Kevin Killer was going to come tonight. He had some issues with his flight being delayed. Mr. Natani Means is going to be up right after Spur. So, but he made it. Natani is here. Natani is in the building. And so we're happy Natani is going to grace us with his beautiful words of wisdom. And also, a little later, we're going to hear from Joe Carlo, who works at the Thunder Valley Montessori. And she's a young student at OLC and, just got back from Minneapolis herself. She was in Minneapolis during the pandemic. And it was interesting for a lot of us to experience a lot of things that we had gone through during the pandemic. And a lot of us had lost people that were very important to us. I don't know if some of you remember Philomene Lakota, Vance Blacksmith, people like that were cultural, importantly bestowed upon us to teach us the knowledge that was given to us by the grandfathers and the grandmothers. So those are the ideas that we have in place for so many generations. But because of COVID, we've lost some people like that. So if there's people that are a part of your family, make sure to take care of them, even if it means making sure they're taking their vitamins or getting enough rest. Because we don't know what's going to happen over the next 5 to 10 years with the idea of the different illnesses and how things can move forward. So as a Lakota people, take care of your own at home. And without further ado, I want to welcome Tahashi, little brother, cousin, Spur Puyer to the stage. Thank you.
How my bad. I thought I had time to go to the store, but not even. Well, my name is Spur Puyer. It's an honor, it's a blessing to be here with you guys today. I'm a traditional round dance, prayer song, singer. Grew up my whole life, attending our ceremonies, our sweats, our sundances. Picked up singing those songs. And like 3 years ago, I kind of transferred over to, strictly just round dance. Our making round dance love song music too, so I just want to share a couple songs with you guys today. Hope you guys enjoy. See a lot of family here. Special seeing, good seeing all you guys. Cousin Scotty, Natani, Chase, everybody. So yeah, thank you guys. First song I want to share is called What's on Your Mind. Way high, way high, way high, we away, way high, way high, we are, hey, hey, way up, way high, way up, we away, way up, way up, we are, hey, 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 baby, tell me what's on your mind when I'm so far away. I want you to know that I think of you too. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, way up, way high, way up, way away, way high, way high, we are. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Baby, tell me what's on your mind when I'm so far away. I want you to know that I think of you too. Hey, oh, hey. I hope you like it. So yeah, like round dance music is like, strictly love songs, heartbreak songs, all that. I'm sure we all got our heart broke before, yeah? No one? Just kidding. So yeah, I'll just be singing a couple of all sad songs for you guys. This next one I'm gonna share. Every time I perform, I don't even know which ones I'm gonna do. I just, think of one when I'm up here. But my mom, she always, even when she can't make my show, she's like, you better see my favorite one. So this one is my bro Gunner. My bro Gunner Jules showed me this song. It's his first traditional song that he's ever composed, and it's like one of my best ones that I've ever heard in my life. So I'm gonna sing that one. This one's called Another Way. Way oh, way oh, hey, 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 we are way oh hey way oh hey way oh hey hey oh hey oh hey oh. With you I found another way to make it out. found my way to make it home. I'm here to stay. With you I found another way, another way. Hey oh, hey oh, hey, way oh, way oh, hey, way oh, hey oh, way oh, hey I, way oh, hey, way oh, hey I. We are, with you I found another way to make it out to another day. I found my way to make it home. I'm here to stay. With you I found another way, another way. Hey oh, hey oh, hey oh. I hope. Shout out Gunner Jews. I'm not doing this. So how you guys doing tonight? Watch day? Shout out Tommy. He just not fluent. We both just not fluent today. He was gone. I just came from San Diego. Just flew back in tonight. Didn't even sleep. I had to catch my flight. I got 5 in the morning. Lin Poo was blowing me up, making sure I didn't miss my flight. But it's good. It all worked out. It's good to be here. This next one I'm gonna share. Loved you once and love you still. Another heartbreak song, you know how it goes. When I, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, yo, hey, wait, loved you once, I love you still. Always have and always will. Wait, always have and always will. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey. Wait, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, yo, hey, wait, oh, well, Loved you once, I love you still. Always have and always will. Way when always have and always will. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. All sad. Just all missing here now. 5 minutes? Okay, I'll just do one more. Okay, I got time for one more song. Is there any birthdays in the house? Anyone have a birthday today? Layla, hey! Is your birthday for real? Okay, good, because you saved me. When I remember in rap, that was the first time I asked someone if they had a birthday and no one did. So I was like, damn, no one. Oh. Okay, so Layla, sing your birthday song. Anyone, your families, anyone who couldn't be here. I always get asked, to share birthday songs, for people like their babies, their kids, and I never knew one at the time. So I made sure to finally make one. So now I finally came up with a birthday song. I'm gonna share that with you all. On this special day, you came into our lives. So thankful for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey. Way oh, high, hey, oh, way oh, high, hey, oh, way oh, high, oh, hey, way oh, high, way oh, high, oh, high, hey, oh, hey. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. On this special day, you came into our lives. So thankful for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Oh, happy birthday, Layla. So yeah, again, everybody, my name is Look for you. It's a blessing to be with you guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. Again, shout out Scott, everybody that's going to come out today. Hope you like. Talk to us.
Again, everybody, Spur Queer. Big round of applause. Wow, that was amazing. So I'm proud to say that I'm related to him on both my mom's side and my dad's side. So I love him so much. He makes me so proud ever since his little boy. And yeah, next up, we're gonna have a message from Jo Carlo. She runs the Montessori at Thunder Valley CDC, and she's gonna come up and give you a perspective from from a young woman's opinion about voting and how important that is. And remember, if you haven't registered to vote, we have until Monday or midnight tomorrow night. So I can't remember where the table is, but I'm pretty sure you can still register to vote if you haven't. And that's the whole reason about tonight. So let's give Lakota People's Law Project a big round of applause. And my wife Tati did a lot of the announcements, so give her a big round of applause. Thank you. So again, here's Joe Carlo. Thank you.
Lakota Zewakia Owanka Bibi Nawa Shituya Joe Carlo Imacho Beach Show Ogala Oyanki Ki Hamaka Pahaz Awati Adewaiki Michael Carlo Jr. Ichiapi Na Inawaiki Stephanie Repe Ichiapi. Good evening, relatives. I greet you all with a heartfelt handshake. My name is Joe Carlo. I am from the Ogala Reservation and I live in Some Buttes. My father is Michael Carlo Jr. and my mother is Stephanie Repe. I would like to thank everyone for being here. I am a certified Montessori guide at Thunder Valley CDC, where I have my very own 3 to 6 Montessori class. If you do not know what Montessori is, it is a method of education for children that seeks to develop natural interests and activities rather than using formal teaching methods. A Montessori classroom or environment places an emphasis on hands-on learning and developing real-world skills. Along with this, we also focus on learning/teaching the Lakota language and culture, going by a traditional calendar created to teach the children our way of life through ceremonies and harvests throughout the year. That was a breath. Working with children is a very beautiful and special experience. I never have a heavy heart when I'm around my children. I can stand here all night and talk about them, but I'll keep this short. One thing I've come to learn is how capable and incredibly resilient children are. If you treat a child as though they are capable, they will be, and they will surprise you. If you look in the Lakota dictionary, the term wakaija is used to describe a person or group of people as human beings who are not yet adults. So with that, I never ever treat my children like they're babies or call them babies. I never treat them like they're helpless, because to me they are tiny humans. Human beings like you and me, and they deserve the absolute best. And we as the adults and the caretakers need to show them that our culture is worth fighting for and that they are worth fighting for. Our voices cannot be heard enough. We matter, our children matter, and so we need to do our part and vote, because that's how our voices get heard and how their futures are determined.
Awesome. Let's hear it for Joe Carlo. So next up, I have somebody that's really dear to my heart, and I've been doing music for many years, and I feel like there's 3 parts to my career. Started with Indigenous when I was just a kid, and started back up a few years ago, and everywhere I was going across the country, I'd always run into Misukala Natani, and I'd always get really happy to see him at all the different places that I would go. And it always made me feel like I was at home, right? And so I think that was a big part of what we had in common out on the road. And I love it when he comes home and he does this thing, because let me tell you, he does this thing out in the rest of the world, and everybody just loves him like we do here. So without further ado, let's give it up for Mr. Natani Means.
Check. Man, I just literally flew in just now and landed, came straight here, went to the bathroom in the airport, put my pants on, switched sweaters, so I'm not as crusty as you think. But yeah, my name is Natani Means, and We're gonna do some music. I'm gonna turn it up for you guys a little bit. So can I have you guys? I'm gonna have you guys come up here. Come up to the front. Because as an artist, we like it when there's interaction right here. So if you guys can come up here, don't be shy. Don't be like that. No one's gonna judge you. Just me. I'll judge you if you don't. I'm gonna remember. Be like, I remember that. Go ahead, run that, Niece, DJ Niece. The first one. Yeah, come up to the front. Come up to the front. Check. You get some of the beat in the monitors? I can't hear it. Check. Look. Heaven and hell, freedom of jail, this is your right here for jail. Lose myself, then running for help. Haters, something tell. I've been lost inside my conscience, killing all my monsters. I take no losses, I'm not a novice, I'm making profit. A ducking down house, a hater like I was boss. Receive with caution, I'm moving like I have no options left. You get in my way, better pay attention for your eyes to slept. I'm making moves on my own, I'm trying to do my best. And don't you judge me if you don't know anything about me. I got fans in Japan, all the way in Saudi. Protected by the old ways of city around me. Turquoise colored fists, I'm losing grip, don't ever doubt me. I'm about to raise the country's crime rate. What? Revolution raised my state. They told me that I never need the rest. What? Native kids rising from the dead. Rapid City, how you guys doing? Make some noise. Back in the Hisapa. It's good to see a lot of my family here. Been a long time since I performed in front of them. You can go ahead and run to the next one. My niece is running my music tonight. She's my DJ, so everyone give a round of applause for my niece, Layla. Alright, we're gonna turn it up for you guys, and I'm gonna get into my, more conscious side. I still can't hear the beat in the monitor. They fucked up now. Hey, that's how you means. Bounce, 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 bounce. You know what it is when I roll through. Mindset came from the old school. Super Saiyan mode like Goku. Talking all that shit, you don't know what I go through. Run the pack like I run the back. With the past, I've been running laps. And I flip it till I make 100 stats. Bang. I ain't new to this inch, I'm a friend. I'll drown in the clip. You already know what it is with the kids. Still solve these problems with a fist. I'm a side and I'm losing my grip. Burning down the Mayflower ships, and I'm paranoid off the social meds. Talk a big game, but they talk to the feds. New side on the beam, and I'm up for break. Bounce, 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 bounce. Everybody put one hand in the sky, just bounce, 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 bounce. Hey, you talk about an inch, better get out the way. You talk about an inch. Better get out the way. I never back down from a challenge home. They love me for the rest of the audio. I rap for my people on the main stage. I cash out and I'm still paid, so bounce. When I'm in that, they gon' bounce. They let the old tongue out now. I swear to God that I'm next up. Sage in my pockets all blessed up. Making money while they never test us. Like bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. Hey, hey. Alright, let's do it. Hey, hey. Everybody put your hand up side to side like this. Side to side like this. Yes, sir. Just make you feel like a warm reservation night. Bologna with the chips in it. Tortillas with the Spanish Sprite. This is what it feels like. Your grandmother's hug and warmth from a fireplace. Tell me, have you ever loved? Cause this is what it feels like. We could watch the sky change colors. I never knew I'd love another. Take my hand and run away. Worry about the consequences of tomorrow. We don't need a reason just to let go of our past. Freedom are these feelings that we need to last. I'm trying to heal past traumas that been passed down. I know that you love me, but please don't tell me that now. Cause I'm leaving town tonight on a one-way flight. Don't know when I'll be back, but baby, that's life. So when I think of us, roll that dice. This is what it feels like. Hey, this is what it feels like. 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 There we go. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Say what? This is what. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, hey, hey. You guys feeling good tonight? Man, I've been on a run. Like, I've been constantly going. A couple weeks ago, I had the honor to perform in New York City 3 nights in a row. We did one in Harlem and then 2 in Times Square. And it was beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We showed a lot of love to us. And then in the Southwest, we've been doing a couple dates, and now I'm here in South Dakota. It feels good to be home. It feels good to breathe this air, to see familiar faces. Go ahead, DJ Layla. Shout out Keach. Look, I need to start this with a prayer. Creator, keep my people safe. Too much loss in the last year. I don't really feel too great. I had to cut my hair. Tears been sticking to my face. My vision isn't clear. The shit been testing my faith. Sobriety been my focus. I'm struggling as I wrote this. Friends and family back home suffering from cirrhosis. Fainting on the cocaine. We're dying from overdoses. I'm stuck in the void. I help create. I hope you close it. Too much responsibility to live with this humility. Watching how they limit me, I'm filled with this divinity. I know that she misses me, but I've been out here living free. I said, too much responsibility to live with this humility. Watching how they limit me, I'm filled with this divinity. I know that she misses me, but I've been out here. I said, my mama said she needs her son to make $1 million so he can come back to the res and help the children to be brown and successful. That's a feeling. Saving all this money just to flip it, now I'm winning. Stay 10 toes ground and then raise your hands to the ceiling. We've been moving mountains and I finally found some healing. They looked at me down, I was working while they were chilling. I'm rising to the top, your penthouse is where I'm living. Creator, keep my path right, so much that I gain is here. I'm just trying to act right, love without any fear. And when I pray at night, I know that you see me here. If my path isn't good, I just hope you make it clear. To live with this humility, watching how they limit me, I'm filled with this divinity. I know that she misses me, but I've been out here living free. I said, too much responsibility to live with this humility. Watching how they limit me, I'm filled with this divinity. I know that she misses me, but I've been out here living free. I said, I've been out here living free. How you guys feeling? Do I got you guys in your feelings yet? Because it's about to happen. I was talking with my sister this morning, and I said, what would I say at a voting event to start voting, for people to start voting? Because you know who we were raised by, you know. But I said, well, you know, one time he told us if voting could change anything, it would be illegal. But then I asked Oceti, I said, why did he run for president? And then she said, well, it's because he lost. Then he said that. No, but you guys should definitely, if you definitely believe in that way of change, you should definitely fulfill that. Go out there and register and, you know, just lend a hand in that lane. You know, there's many different lanes we can support, and voting is one of them. Put it in the next one. Okay, all right, I'll be honest, I don't really know this song too well, so I'm gonna do my best. Blessed to see the morning sunrise, I say a prayer. Tobacco in the sky, Creator, do you see me here? My people suffer constantly. What the spirits want from me, I need to know now before we live through a so many of us believe in our ways. This I know. Figure out which way to go, I'm losing hope. To the person that I was before. Trying to find growth. Let me be honest. I'm trying my hardest. And when the bill comes, know where I got it. This ain't a kid, he ain't made shit. Trying to do my best to make a statement. High mile, road to churches, that's my address. Got the earth in my blood, and now they passing. Now I'm get up with your rolling backflips. That's what happened. I made some money rapping. I know you see me for who I am, but don't get lost. Reservation ranger, brother wash. Mama cried in her home. She had to leave the rest because she's scared of living alone. Both her sons out in the world and they're doing numbers. It reminded me to remain humble. Lost some friends on the way. I'm just trying to function. Live without demons and die inside our dysfunction. I stay running to the east, don't you see? Praying that one day I do what's right for me. This is everything I know, everything I know. I give it all to you, trying to find growth, 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 growth. Everything I know, everything I know. I give it all to you, trying to find growth. They know, I'm losing hope. I find my way up on this road. Don't cry for me when I am gone. I fall apart. Overdoses and car crashes, I need to hear it. Suicides and drunk driving, it takes a spirit. Tragedy is common in our lives. That's why I think I started. And I put it in this mic. If not us, then who else gonna care? 2021, I'm still rocking my long hair. For the ones that couldn't be here. My blood, I face it all with no fear. Sometimes we break down and come back together. That's why we put prayers in these eagle feathers. Ain't no one here unless it's maybe ourselves. One day our stories might make it out. I stay running to the east, don't you see? Praying that one day I do what's right for me. This is everything I know, everything I know. I give it all to you, trying to find growth, 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 growth. Everything I know, everything I know. I give it all to you, trying to find growth. Thank you guys. Yeah, DJ Layla's on point, just getting the hang of it. Okay. You want to run to the next one? Oh, yeah. This is a classic. The song's called Balance. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Looking through an empty bottle, how would I find answers? Like, why my people gotta keep dying from cancer? But you can't compare alcohol to prayers. Continue searching for something that will never be there. So we cut our hair for the ones no longer here. Raise tobacco and hope we overcome our fears. Trust in medicine, women raising better men. The next generation's rising, so we let them in. Take me back to those dusty roads. A little reservation town is where I call home, where we don't have much, but my people are strong, finding wisdom within, tradition and the language living. This is life for us third world kids, still having water in the wind. I've been finding beauty in the color of my skin. I'm a common man, never pretended to be more than I am, because Earth is a balance between Venus and Mars. Life after death when we reach the stars. Trying to do my best and heal my scars. Painting every step when we get too far. I said life is a challenge when you're trying to find balance. I said life is a challenge when we're trying to find balance. Now I'm hiding pain and balls again. I had a hard time adjusting the pain. I smoke a little herb just to calm my nerves. But the red road, we call it my name. I help me do your thing. But help me do mine, cause the temptation I've been chasing everything fine. With a good girl at home that loved me unconditional. My mom raised me alone, I thought love was fictional. So can you blame me? I'm from a place where they have the bottles cracking every day. Ready cake hairspray just to get rid of the shakes. Where the schools don't give a fuck. Half the top percent time the rest of us good luck. This where them single mothers raise their kids and hope that one day we just make it out to live. To live. Because Earth is the balance between Venus and Mars. Life after death when we reach the stars. Trying to do my best, heal my scars. Pain in every step when we get too far. I said life is a challenge when you're trying to find balance. I said this life is a challenge when you're trying to find balance. When we're trying to find balance. Thank you guys. My name is Tony Means. You can download my new album I just released on anywhere you can get music. It's called Growth. Thank you guys.
Give it up for Misu Natani Means one more time, everybody. Representing so many different nations, and Mr. Uncle Russell Means. Next up, I'm going to have LaFawn Janice, who is a mover and a shaker in Rapid City. She handles so many different things here, and she represents so many different angles of healing and growth here in Rapid City. So please welcome LaFawn Janice, everybody.
Hello. All right. Matakapi LaFawn Janice, Machiapi, Ogbala Lakota. First of all, I want to ask who in here is an educator? Raise your hand. Educator. All right. How about our nurses, doctors? Woo! I see you, Aerobanks. All right, let's give them a round of applause. Now, where are our civic leaders, our dignitaries? Chase, Kevin's not here. Anyways, let's give them all a round of applause too. Because I'm going to tell you something. Being in the arena is hard. Being in the arena in the face of fighting these fights is hard. And we have to support everybody. We have to support all of our Indigenous programming. We have to support all Indigenous efforts. We need to be behind each other every step of the way. And so, first and foremost, that was it. What these people do and what everybody here is for our youth, right? So we show up to the table for our future generations. And when you think about voting, that's what one thing we can do is give our voice in a vote. So I have a 26-year-old, and I asked his friends, hey, do you guys vote? What do you think about voting? And they said, we don't think our voice matters. Why would we vote? And I said, how about you vote to change who we can get into the office next, right? Like, let's change that narrative. So it matters. Talk to your youth, 18 and older, to change the narrative for the voting and who we can get into office next. I want to bring up something. Locally, next year we have a new mayor that's going to be in office. So we all have to start paying attention because this is going to affect all of us. And any given day, we have anywhere from 21% to 30% Native Americans here in Rapid City. So if you are in this area to vote, please register, please take it serious. Our next mayor matters. And who wants to run for mayor? So, I moved home in 2013. I sat on a lot of boards, right? And so it's either Wavy, the children's home. My heart is for our families and our children. And what I've noticed the most is that our children, and I don't know if you know this, but our children in the state of South Dakota, we have the highest number of sending our children out of the state of South Dakota, and so therefore your vote matters again. If we don't vote in the right legislators who are caring about our families and our Indigenous communities, our children are still going to be sent away. This is everything we have been fighting against now for the last few decades, and especially recently with the Rapid City Indian Boarding School Lands Project, right? We had babies who passed away right here in Rapid City, right underneath us, and Rapid City almost got away with that history. They almost got away with us not knowing that these babies were here. So, again, the vote, you have to vote because we need our kids to be known. Remember, we can't be sending them out of state when they need care. We need to change the narrative because it's easy. It's easy to vote in people who are reactive. We have to change the reactive thought process and become preventative. We have to provide the services for our youth and our families so we can keep our families together and keep our children at home. And I really got serious on you, and I'm sorry, but I just want you to know, like, that is how important your voting matters. Prevention is hard to fund, but we can change that with who you vote in next. Aren't we tired of telling our children we are sorry? Because I am. So, as I move into this anti-phase of life, watch out, Spur. Hey. Just kidding, I'm probably related to you on both mom and dad's side too. But as I move into this anti-phase of my life, I just see the need and the importance, and once again, let's give it up for everybody who is in the arena, and all of those people who are in the arena, please take on mentors, take on the youth, because they are going to be the next upcoming generation, and we cannot forget that. So, thank you.
Give it up for LaFawn Janice, everybody. So next I want to bring to the stage Lakota hip-hopper, Mr. Terrence Jade, everybody. NAMI winning award artist from Wounded Knee, South Dakota.
Make some noise, rap skills. Make some noise, I was Chad. My name is Terrence Jade. Everything that you hear is mixed, mastered, and produced by myself. I'm from Wounded Knee, South Dakota. Go ahead. Roll that DJ. All I'm gonna do is win. Run through the land, try and make a couple bands. Been through so much shit. All I'm gonna do is win, and that's on God. That's my all. That's on God. That's my all. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Every day we light the bundle. Wake up with the sun up, cause I don't wanna miss a moment. That's on God. But I won't stop, my skills stay sharp. Got eyes like a hot dog, shit don't pop. Roll with a pack of the wild ones that rest boy shit, so please don't play. Ay, hustle for that pain. Savage these warriors, savages remain. Dip out in the hate. Pull my trap ball, we'll make us a name. That's worthwhile, put your mouth those in the grave. All opposed to the fade, and the more to elevate. If you're born in this, please attention was made. Run up on my natives in the system to the shed, so they keep us far away singing. Trying to make a couple bands. Been through so much shit. All I'm gonna do is win, and that's on God. That's my all. That's on God. That's my all. Rolling through the land, trying to make a couple bands. Been through so much shit. All I'm gonna do is win, and that's on God. That's my all. That's on God. That's my all. That's on God. Yeah. If all y'all could come up here, this is a concert. Come on, guys, let's go. Move up here. Don't be no Bucky native. Get up here. Let's go. It's this one to dedicate to all those that we lost. This one's called Throw Child Outcast. It's off my album Boys in the Hood, which is out on all streaming platforms. I also have CDs for sale. I'm praying for a love, you left in such a rush. I didn't even get a hug, I'ma miss all your love. I'm praying for the strength, I can't believe this, but it's never goodbye. Yeah, I'll see you all again. So shine, I'll see you all again. It's never goodbye, can't wait to see you all again. So shine, I'll see you all again. It's never goodbye, can't wait to see you all again. Yeah. Everybody put your hand up if you lost somebody close. Put a hand up. Nothing's holding back the tears from rolling down my face. Lost so much in 1 year, who else you gonna take? Plead to God, please no more, we need a little break. Please slow it down, we can't keep up, can you give us all a break? You're taking all my friends, please don't take what I got left. Now there's so much people got me wondering will it end? I'm praying and I plead, can you leave us all alone? Whatever lesson that you teach, I think we learned enough. This first one our grandpas and you took all our grandmas and our aunties and our uncles and you came for the cousins. You stealing all the fathers and you stealing all the mothers. So I'm protecting all my sisters while I'm praying for my brothers. Thanks to a fuck, you left in such a rush. I didn't even get a hug, I'ma miss all your love. I'm praying through the strength, I can't believe this, but it's never goodbye, I'll see you all again. So shock, yeah, I'll see you all again. It's never goodbye, can't wait to see you all again. So shock, yeah, I'll see you all again. It's never goodbye, can't wait to see you all again. Everybody, you lost someone here and there, put your guys' hands up. And keep your hands up. Think of the ones you lost, the ones close to you. Time for them. This for you. No shock, I'll see you all again. It's never goodbye, I'll see you all again. No shock, I'll see you all again. It's never goodbye, can't wait to see you all again. One more time, put your guys' hands up. Lost somebody. Alright, we're gonna turn it back up. That song was written and recorded by myself. In a car. Everything you're hearing tonight was recorded in a car. Can you believe that? So it's called Still Alive. Check. We alive. No matter what, we survive. Legend and fans, we alive. Almost gonna be here, we the tribe. We alive, we alive. No matter what, we survive. Legend and dance, we alive. Always gonna be here, we the tribe. We the tribe, we alive. Yeah. Put your hands up if you're proud to be indigenous. Man, that was weak. Indigenously just living life across my heart and hope to die. I'm getting out these struggling times. Dreams are pulling up the big. That's in the Benzo, take a Bugatti, the boys. I'm up, good and dying to mix that brands with the bougie. Ain't one and eight, the sausage brand still plotting on me, rolling what with nuggets on me. Think I'm scared of you. Let me take you through the house of women that's been blind to all the drama. But I know my doctors got me fuck around and watch it get crazy cruel residues. Chasing dreams and making moves. Spiders by dusty shoes. Always got something to prove. Clocking in this job, man. Praying to the Kashila. Thank you for this life I live. I'm taking hits, blowing smoke and cough a bit like a beer. But she's pretty, so you know she gonna act up a bit. In love with it, got my wife to fuck with it. Blessed with it, cherish every part of it. Indigenous, let you see it cause we alive. No matter what, we survive. Legend and dance, we alive. Always gonna be here, we the tribe. We the tribe, we alive. No matter what, we survive. Legend and dance, we alive. Always gonna be here, we the tribe. We the tribe, we alive. Woo! Make some noise, Rapid City. That one's called Still Alive. It's off my latest album called Voice in the Hood, which is out available on all streaming platforms. I think I got 2 songs left. This next one's called Skins. It's that Raz anthem. Born in a place with that hot shit. Born in a place with all the fly shit. Born in a place. With the boys in the hood and the boys are feeling good. Grew up on a party, Mexican, plays a move. Doobie in the lip when the boy has a skip. See the oil on his drink, cause the struggle's hard as shit. Can't find smoking with roaches. Where we going to the army, have smoking with roaches. Not skilling bread, cause grandma's open. Trying not to feel so hopeless. Pop like half, and beat that boy pissed. By how much comes off my chest, on so much to the math. You can probably guess, never not once ever touch that shit. Minute of the zone, gonna kill like no. Through the switch like whoa, when the ditch like go. With the script they go. See that boy jump up on the free throw, just like he should go. Yo, who's that skin that's about to win? Born in a place where stay hot shit. Born in a place where on the fly shit. Born in a place where everyone skips. Who's that kid that's about to win? Born in a fam, what the fuck is a friend? We can wild out if you wanna see that shit. This a best life, man, welcome to the shit. Who's that skin that's about to win? Born in a place where we stay hot shit. Born in a place where on the fly shit. Born in a place where everyone skips. Who's that kid that's about to win? Only got fam, what the fuck is a friend? We can wild out if you wanna see that shit. This a best life, man, welcome to the shit. Yeah. Check. Smooth in the pocket, gotta move like a rocket. You do this for a profit, and I do this for the profits. Yeah, when I die, gonna see that comic. Got me feeling like I'm Sonic, and I'm coming after everything that I was ever promised. Gonna make it to that sun. No home traffic's coming quicker than that lightning. Gonna make a feel of thunder, and it makes a native water. Are we coming by the hundreds, so we coming by the thousands? Watch one day, we gon' run this shit. Bring the reds up, fucking flies in this bitch. Bitch for my natives who stay on the rest to take care of grabs. Cause it's all what it's all, and nothing giving them mess. Dreaming big dreams, make this a better place. Fuck being me, pray for the team. Get rich quick, often leads to a fiend. But you know we got a scheme, yeah. Who's that kid that's about to win? Born in a place where we stay hot shit. Born in a place where all that fly shit. Born in a place where everyone skips. Who's that kid that's about to win? Only gonna find what the fuck is a friend. We gon' wild out if you wanna see that shit. This a red life, man, welcome to the shit. Who's that kid that's about to win? Born in a place where we stay hot shit. Born in a place where on the fly shit. Born in a place where everyone skips. Who's that kid that's about to win? On that fan, what the fuck is a friend? We gon' wild out if you wanna see that shit. This a best life, man, welcome to the shit. Yeah. What do you guys think so far? Am I cool or what? I got one more song for you after this one. This next one is called Hostile, which is off of my newest album that I've been secretly working on. Yeah. One body beats, yeah, I got a smother scene. Vibing with the tribe, man, you can't mess with me. In the homelands, on the place that's a me. Cynical land, man, fuck do your thing. I stay in my lane, I don't give a two. You ain't even in the race, I don't see you. You ain't even in the game, I can't acknowledge you. You a pub on the chain, we can see it scared too. I hustle with that wild tribe, you know how it do. Acting like a wild child, care about the blues. Live that rest lifestyle, you know I pay my dues. So I'ma keep going hard, I got a lot to prove. I got money on my mind, I got money on my mind. I do the work, shit, you can check the ground. Work around the clock, I got sleep when I die. Hustle non-stop like I'm running out of time. With them hot shots, yeah, I call them a fan. Stacking their chest while I'm trying to feed a fan. With them hot shots, yeah, I call them a fan. Stacking their chest while I'm trying to feed a fan. Break the cigarette high, break the cigarette high. Got me smoking on my stash. Calculate my months, yeah, got them on fast. Life is too short, but living in the past, living in the past. Coming out the trench, we can see that you been. We can smell the stench, we can see the two-face. Better stay on the best, stay up about the way. Yeah, I was born in the shit, bitch, I'm reservation man. Get lost out of brain, trying to get about this man. Smoking sun heavy, got that medicine for days. My boy keeps a heater like his own fucking name. And weed and broken Los Angeles getting treated like we're thief. I got money on my mind, I got money on my mind. Bitch, I do the worship, you can check the grind. Work around the clock, I can sleep when I die. I hustle non-stop like I'm running out of time. With them hostiles, yeah, I call them a friend. Stacking their chips while I'm trying to be the best. With them hostiles, yeah, I call them a friend. Stacking their chips while I'm trying to be the best. Hostiles, all I ever see. So hostile, savage, what I'm gonna be. What we got, and that's family. Word to the car, tell me what it's gonna be. Hostile, hostiles, all I ever see. So hostile, savage, what I'm gonna be. White boy on love, man, we're always rolling deep. Hit some more party with my neighbors, look at me. I got money on my mind, I got money on my mind. Bitch, I do the worship, you can check the grind. Work around the clock, I can sleep when I die. Hustle non-stop like I'm running out of time. With them hostiles, yeah, I call them a fan. Stacking their chips, boy, I'm trying to be the fan. With them hostiles, yeah, I call them a fan. Stacking their chips, boy, I'm trying to be the fan. I'm the savage who managed, grab the mic and get it cracking when I'm in it and I'm at it. The mother spit average, Lakota boy, you cannot match it. A few bars in and I barely got it started. Fucking feel me flex, fucking fire, feeling fresh. Running for a few fans, taking from the first breath. Feeling funny, feeling flames from forever for the fan. Fucking with the flunkies, feeling fire fade out. Ready, rockin', then I'm ripping, rolling and I'm flipping. While you watching through a prism, real estate is stuck in living. Don't you get stuck in pretending. I don't care if you're a fit. POW is a script to get familiar with the rhythm. Hey, my name is Terrence Jade, everybody.
Let's give it up for Terrence Jade one more time, everyone. So, representing Wounded Knee, that was badass, brother. So next up, I'm gonna have you all listen to a message from a real-life war hero. She was in an actual war before, and she came home to Pine Ridge to help the veterans. And so, a lot of times people don't really earn their stripes or see wartime, but my sister has. And she came back to Pine Ridge to get a lot of programming together for Native veterans that were getting forgotten about. And she's done this work for the last 5-6 years, off and on. So without further ado, please welcome Miss Shawnee Redbird.
Good evening, everybody, friends, relatives. I guess I don't need to introduce myself, but I will anyways. As Brother Scotty said, my name is Shawnee Redbear. I'm a United States Marine Corps combat veteran. I served in OEF, Afghanistan, 10TAC 2 in 2010. I was part of the female engagement team. I do serve as a tribal veteran service officer for the Lower Brule Sioux Tribe, and I've done this work for the past 5 years. And it is an honor to be here amongst so many great artists, so many great speakers, legislators. I got an opportunity to say hi to Mashke Redbound outside, so it was great to see her. You know, I didn't really prepare anything tonight, and I don't typically prepare anything when I'm asked to speak. We as Natives know that we speak from the heart, and we speak in such a humble way that I felt that that was necessary tonight. You know, I was asked to speak on encouraging Natives to vote and why it's so important for us to continue to get out there and let our voices be heard. We live in such a fragile time in the world. You know, a lot of our ancestors pioneered ways and paths for us to make these decisions, and they laid out a 7th generation plan. We're in that pinnacle time to be able to create our future, not only for ourselves, but for our children and our grandchildren, so on and so forth. We are going to create the next 7 generations moving forward in lifetimes that we're not going to see, where our voices lead us to, and we have to be able to make those impactful changes right now. You look at the numbers for the census, and you look at the numbers on the BIA website, 46,000 enrolled Oglala Sioux tribal members, and only 13,000 of those individuals participated in the census. And I don't know how much you guys understand of apportionment or redistricting, but when you actually take the time to look at redistricting, you know, we can lose a lot of what we have earned, what our ancestors have fought for, and that's something that I'm not comfortable with, that I don't feel like you should be comfortable with either. You know, like Brother Scotty said, I did go over to Afghanistan, I did serve in a wartime, and you know, it's that time in service for a lot of us veterans that, you know, we sit there and we take voting, you know, seriously, because we need to have our voices heard. We sit there, we fight in wars. You know, Native Americans are the highest serving race per capita in the United States military historically. And Oglala Lakota County has always been blue historically. So we need to change the narrative of not wanting to vote and start voting, because it is important. It is so important. You know, you look at what was said back in the old days to now, you know, so much has been laid out for us, and to give that up and to allow our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren to go into a future in the dark, I think it would be irresponsible of us. And I think that, you know, a lot of our friends and family don't care to vote. They don't think that they're going to be heard. They think that their voices are going to make an impact. However, it does. You know, I'm just a common woman who gets to share the stage with, you know, artists like Scotty Clifford and Atani Needs and Terrence Jade, and it's an honor to be able to do so. And because of the work that I do in the community as a humble woman, I'm able to be able to have my voice heard tonight. And I think that if we put that same thought towards voting, you guys would really understand that your voice will make a difference, and it is impactful. You know, if you don't believe me, just look at the numbers in the polls. You know, like I said, I don't really have much else to say, except for I really think that voting is important. I think that we need to be the responsible ones here. It's our time as the 7th generation to make that impact and move forward. The pioneers have already done it for us. We just need to find innovative, creative ways to make our voices heard, to get people to want to vote, to let them know that it's important, and to let them know that we're not going anywhere, and the Indigenous vote is going to count and it's going to matter. Thank you.
So all the way back to when I was in high school here, I went to Rapid City Central. I did my first couple years of school at Red Cloud Indian School, freshman and sophomore year, and I tried out Little Wound for like a few months, and I love Little Wound though, but it didn't really fit my artistic self. So I came up here to Rapid City Central, and I finished high school up here. And for me, it was a big part of understanding like how things are different, right? And I met a lot of great people that I still have lasting relationships with to right now. And after I left, I actually got kicked out of Rapid City Central. I missed too many days because I was in a rock and roll band that toured across the country, and they said if you miss even just one more 5 minutes of your first hour, if you're tardy, we're gonna have to let you go. And I was like, all right then. And so I was good for like about 4 months, and then this guy called me and he's like, hey, we're going out to LA, you wanna come with us? And I was like, sure. So that was the end of my high school career, and basically got kicked out of high school, got my GED, all that good stuff. And after that, I went back out to LA and tried to make it in the music industry by myself. I went and stayed with Walt Puyer, and was out there for a few months. I was in a really great band that we almost got signed, and our singer kind of flaked out. So I remember coming back to Rosewood Fair and meeting Mr. Mato Naji on my left here, and we became best friends and started playing around the country. And we were known as Indigenous. It was just a bunch of kids, and we started getting on the blues festival tour, opening for all kind of different people: B.B. King, Bonnie Raitt, Carlos Santana, and the rest is history. So without further ado, from the Lakota Ihanktawa Nation, my brother and one of my best friends, Mr. Mato Naji, and his son, please welcome Indigenous.
Good to be here. Thank you so much. And here we go. Down that lonesome road. thank y'all so much. It's great to be here. Thank you for having us. We appreciate it. All right. I'd like to thank Scotty for having us come out this evening too. We really appreciate it. All right.
One more time, let's give it up for the world-renowned, award-winning Indigenous, Mr. Mato Neji. Thank you very much for all your love and support of this amazing band. Up next, I'm gonna have a good dear friend of mine that we just connected not too long ago, Mr. Tom Willock from Friday Meals of they come out and they do their thing every Friday at the band show in Rapid City, and they feed people. So whoever needs a meal, a lot of homeless people, of course, that benefit from this program. And I think a big part of what Tom is creating is the idea that there's reconciliation. You know, he's European American person. And one more time, let's give it up for Mato Neji and Indigenous, everybody. So once again, Mr. Tom Willock with Oyateki, Chante Washte, the Friday Meals at the band show, and he's here to share with you his own message about reconciliation and moving forward together as a beautiful people here in the Black Hills. Oha.
Mitaki epi, Opetuashte, Orpilutanka, Lechichiapi. I see Lloyd snuck out the door already, but Lloyd Big Crow and I been doing this meal for a long time. Every Friday, anybody who needs a meal, we have a hot meal at the band show. And hey, Gary, Monto, and Hermes is around here too. We all work together really hard to help take care of our relatives, and I appreciate those people so much. When Scotty asked me to say something, I was like, I don't like being on the microphone, and the white people have the microphone too much anyway, so. But we're here to get people to vote. We're here to make it a better place for all of us to live together, work together, have a good life together. Aho, Misaki Yasin. Doksha.
It'll make you want to stay. Let's figure out how to be. It's gotta take a you and me. All I know is happiness is just a touch away. It'll make you want to stay. How you doing, everybody? We're always running into the unknown. How many times we begin to grow? Let's figure out how to be. It's gotta take a you and me. Happiness is just a touch away. It'll make you want to stay. Happiness is just a touch away. It'll make you want to stay. We're always running. That was a song I wrote for my uncle brother Eli Batiste a few years ago. We used to travel by foot to and from Pine Ridge when we were just teenagers. One time we ended up over by Calico by the buffalo pasture, and there's a bunch of buffalo right by the road, and I start writing that song, Running. So I learned what faith in Tukashila was that day, so we were okay because there's a huge bull and he's pretty pissed off about us being around his cows. So we just did our best and stood our ground. Up next, this next song is called Cry for Vision, and you can hear this on Sirius XM, channel 173, and they're playing it up and down the West Coast, all the way from Seattle down to San Diego, and I hope you like it. It's an ode to our Hamblechapi ceremony. Smell the night, taste the dawn, feel the sun. Here I am, holding my tears, but if I don't cry, I may drown. There is thunder in my chest. Love and the rain can heal my past. Since I'm sweet, to cherish the name, join the dance. Stars, yet still here I am, damning my tears, There is thunder in my chest. Oh, where the rain can heal my past. So I stand alone, asking the moon to help me glow. Gathering love, I long to feel all the while. Cry for vision.
Hey Chaz, I'm gonna be a diva. Can I turn the fog machine off? It's kind of killing my throat. Sorry. Let's give a big round of applause for Lakota People's Law Project. And let's give a big round of applause for Thunder Valley. Seriously, I didn't really mean to perform this year, but Mato wanted me to perform, so I'm up here. And let's give a big round of applause for Mr. Danny Paul Nelson of Mother Earth. I really love him, he's a great guy. I got asked to perform this song a few years ago, and before I did, I used to do a lot of work with Uncle Russell Means and Uncle Ted Means, and later on I did some work with John Trudell, and I was probably very fortunate to fall into that spot, basically. And we started talking about white privilege and white entitlement, and learning from them, I realized that there's no such thing as a white person. That's a superiority complex, and everything they taught me. And when people take their white privilege or their white entitlement, they put down their indigenous roots. So I challenge all European Americans, is the proper term, to put down their entitlement, their privilege, and pick up their indigenous roots, because we're all indigenous to this planet. And some years later, I was having a conversation with Uncle Russell Means before he passed. And so I said, like, remember you told me he was going to tell me the meaning of why white men fear to tread, and where white men fear to tread. So he said, well, I never meant it to be offensive. It was supposed to be the idea that when people act white, they forget about their relatives, and they forget about everybody that is around them. They just care about their money and all of their profits. And they get fearful of losing their wealth and all of the things in their life. It's like, but that's why I talk the way I do. I don't hate people, I don't hate white people, I don't hate any people. But I hate when people don't care about their relatives. And when people have so much money, they forget about their own flesh and blood. You see it all the time. People leave their kids out of their will and don't want to share their money. So that was literally out of Russell Means' mouth. And when I was a kid, I used to play bass for Buddy Red Bull. And I was blessed to do that too. I think the Creator put me in those positions. And he wrote a song called Run Indian Run. And he talked about the same thing. When greed takes over people, they become blank. That's how he pronounced it. So to me, white people is the absence of any culture, color, and beauty in their life. And that doesn't mean my European brothers and sisters aren't indigenous. It just means the behavior of greed to me is white. And that pristine superiority complex, he talked exactly the same thing. So I thought that it would be important for me to learn from him. He's like, but nephew, we're all walking contradictions anyway, so I'm probably gonna get drunk later and forget about everything I said. So remember to take life seriously, but take yourself even more seriously. And just like Iktomi Z in the ceremony says, take life seriously, but laugh all the way. And I learned that from my brother Warfel Moose. So I'm gonna sing this song. It's not an offensive song. I challenge you to re-listen to the lyrics and think of, when I say the white man, not as a person. You shouldn't get offended. If you're getting offended, that means you got more growing to do. And you need to challenge yourself to become more mature. Being white is just a behavior. Just like being a skin is just a behavior, right? Thank you very much. So again, that was about greed, and I even see some of our own people selling out, you know, because it's too hard to be an Indian, what my grandma Olivia Blackhawk used to say, because you had to be honest, compassionate, truthful, and authentic. So I got one more song for you, then it'll be Jay Whalen and his Miller Light Orchestra will be right up. I want to end on this positive note. This is an ode to their creation story. The song is called Earth and Sky. When I think of you, my whole body smiles. You take me to a place where my emotions tend to race. My mind can't keep the pace. When I dream of you, I feel so brand new. I cry to have you near, vision so clear. I wish I could have you near. Spring rains come and go, the earth begins to smile. Can I shower down on you? There you could fill me with life, because this feels so right. Could you be my earth? Can I be your sky? Won't you help me please? Come and make the thunder groove tonight. When I'm next to you, I can hardly stand, I can't eat, can't drink, so delighted I can't speak. Could you be my strength, because I'm weak, just like sun chases the moon. No one can understand why, girl, I'm so into you. Won't you help me eclipse this mood tonight, baby? Because this feels so right. Could you be my earth? Can I be your sky? Won't you help me please? Come and make the thunder groove tonight. Thank you very much. I'm Scotty Clifford. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and all the social media stuff. And next up we have Mr. Chase Iron Eyes is gonna give you a message to round out our night. And Tohanshi Chase is he's a real mover and shaker, and I love him so much from the bottom of my heart. And thank you for all the hard work that you do, and truth and authenticity, and it's all in you, man. Opila Chicha.
Wow. That's badass, man. That last song right there, I remember, I don't know what album that's off of, but I know that song, and it moves you. Just like we got to spend an evening with Monteau and his son of Indigenous. I can't even, You know, a lot goes into throwing an event like this. There's a lot of planning, there's a lot of people running the live stream. You know, Stephanie from Thunder Valley, we have ground control, Kyle and Brad, been running cameras. Wakia, aka Swerve, has also been running camera. We've been casting on Lakota People's Law Project. We've been casting on Last Real Indians. We've been casting on Thunder Valley. And it's a special night. Lynette Grable is running for the United States Congress. She couldn't make it here tonight. We got in a little communication mix-up, but that's okay. I want to thank AJ for giving us the facility. It's been amazing. I've been coming to Rapid City for about 10 years, and mostly, you know, I was born here. And my mom lived here in the 1950s at Oshkosh Camp, at Indian Camp, when essentially we were living in shanty towns. We were migrant workers. We were exiles in our own country, in our own homeland. And Rapid City never really contemplated our prosperity. You know, when the white people, and Scotty's right, that we want to cast a different narrative, we want to chart a different course, we want to seek a different trajectory. But that doesn't mean that we ignore racism, because white people are not the enemy. Republicans are not even the enemy, but racism is an enemy. Hate is an enemy. Settler, extractive colonialism is an enemy of humanity. We've come a long way in sharing our vision, in expressing our divine inspirations. When we look at this stage tonight, starting with Swerva, and then Spur Pourier. I don't know if Spur is still in the building, but if there was an elk on top of Black Elk's Peak, and that elk whistled, and that whistle traveled through the clouds and down through the canyons, and floated in on some fog on a fresh morning, and serenaded you while you were sipping hot chayaka, that's Spur Pourier. That brother can sing. Not Ani Means, thank you for bringing the heat. Terrence Jade, that brother was spitting up here tonight. That was bars, like mad bars, 100 miles an hour type bars. Thank you for everyone who's come to share their message. We know that we have a promising political destiny. Here in Rapid City, we don't just have to be filling Pennington County's jails. We already spend close to $1 billion in just this city, between Pine Ridge, Cheyenne River, and Rosebud, and all of the Native people that live here. We have allies here. Not all white people are racist. And we have to remind ourselves of that, because sometimes it gets challenging. Things happen that tear at the fabric of what we think is a just reality. It gets hard. But we have to seek whatever's good in us and let that guide us. When I see our people up here, indigenous brilliance, that's what this is. This is indigenous brilliance. This is people sharing their spirit, sharing their art, sharing their words, sharing the essence of their creativity. That blesses the whole world. I can hear my timer going off. They gave me 5 minutes, and that's what I'm going to take. You know what I'm saying? We have a long way to go. but we're going to get there. We are 100,000 Oceti Shakoi strong in what is now called South Dakota, and we can be determining the outcomes of these elections. Doesn't matter what political party you are, but we cannot allow racism and hate to poison our hearts. We cannot allow that. Lila Wopila Tonka, thank you very much. Thank you for sticking around. It's going to be a great night.
One more time, let's give it up for Misunkala Chase Iron Eyes. In just a few minutes, we'll have Jay Whalen and his Miller Light Orchestra, so hold tight for just a few minutes. We get some music on the mains. Just.
Hey friends, feel free to dance, hang out, have a good time. We really appreciate it. You came a long ways. Have a good time. Check. Everybody knows you've been stepping on my toes, and I'm getting pretty tired of it. You keep stepping out of line and messing with my mind. If you had any sense, you could. Ever since you were a little bitty teeny girl, said I was the only man in your world. Now you better do some thinking, then you'll find you got the only daddy that'll walk the line. I keep working every day, and all you do is play. I'm tired of staying out all night. You keep coming unglued from your funny little mood. Now honey, baby, that ain't right. Ever since you were a little bitty teeny girl, said I was the only man in your world. Now you better do some thinking, then you'll find you got the only daddy that'll walk the line. Keep working every day, and all you do is play. Tired of staying out all night. You keep coming unglued from your funny little mood. Now honey, baby, that ain't right. Ever since you were a little bitty You got the only daddy that I walk in life. Here's one by Dylan. Clouds so swift, the rain won't lift, the gate won't close, the railings froze. Get your mind off winter time, you ain't going nowhere. Hey, ride me high, tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh no, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? I don't care how many letters they send, the morning came. The morning when pack up your money and pick up your tin, you ain't going nowhere. Hey, ride me high, tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh no, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? Genghis Khan, he could not keep all his kings supplied with sleep. We'll climb that hill, no matter how steep, when we get up to it. Hey, ride me high, tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh no, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? Ride me high, tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh no, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? Oh God! Woo! How you guys feeling? You feeling all right? Good enough for 11 o'clock at night? It's late. All those council speeches. I'm bored. Here we go. Here's one by Bucko. It's called Excuse Me. Never see the light of day. I cried. I guess it's pride that makes me hide my sorrow. I live a lie in all I do and say. I may spend out in pain and pride tomorrow. But if I told the truth, I'd have to say, excuse me, I think I've got a heartache. There's an aching deep inside, and it just won't be enough. Excuse me, I think I've got a heartache, and I better say goodbye before I cry. If you can't undo the wrong, undo the right. If you can't say you love me, say you hate me, and that you regret each time I held you tight. If you can't be mine forever, then forsake me. If you can't undo the wrong, undo the right. It was right when you loved me only, but wrong when you held another tight. If you can't be mine forever, then forsake me. If you can't undo the wrong, undo the right. It's too late to say your heart is filled with sorrow. You can't undo what's done. Why do you try? So before you go away, leave me lonely. If you can't undo the wrong, undo the right. Oh God! It's too late to say your heart is filled with sorrow. You can't undo what's done. Why do you try? So before you go away, leave me lonely. If you can't undo the wrong, undo the right. If you can't undo the wrong, undo the right. What is it? It's called Oh What a Crying Shame. look to you, didn't I show you? And if I ever hurt you, I didn't do it. If you think I don't care, then you're mistaken. My love was always there, and now my heart breaks. Baby, oh, what a country, and then it all slipped away, and call it yesterday. Baby, my life would be so blue, my heart would break in two. Oh, what a country. 'Cause I believed in you from the beginning. I thought our love was true, and now it's all in. Baby, oh, what a country, and then it all slipped away, and call it yesterday. Baby, my life would be so blue, my heart would break in two. Oh, what a country. Oh, baby, oh, what a country, to let it all slip away, and call it yesterday. Baby, my life would be so blue, my heart would break in two. Oh, what a country. 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 Stop the world and let me out. I'm tired of going round and round. I played the game of living lost. So stop the world, let me out. Now dreams are shattered, don't you see? You know how you'll care for me. I miss the wonder of your kiss. How could you leave me here like this? Stop the world and let me out. I'm tired stop the world, let me out. Stop the world and let me out. I'm tired of going round and round. I play the game of love and lost. Stop the world, let me out. You guys doing all right? Saturday night. Could have been a white clay. Hey. Get out and vote. Jamie Smith couldn't be here tonight, but he sent us, and he told us to play a 10-minute set. So there you go. You guys want to dance? You guys want to dance? Who wants to dance? No one wants to dance? Just chase. Everybody's heading to the exit. Here we go. Here we go. Play some slow ones, some ladies' choice. Here we go. It's not the Bud Light Orchestra, it's the Miller Lite Orchestra. Oh, it's crying time again. You're gonna leave me. I can see that faraway look in your eye. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, that it won't be long before it's crying time. Now you say that absence makes the heart grow fonder, and that tears are on the rain to make love grow. But my love could never grow no stronger if I live to be 100 years old. Oh, it's crying time again. You're gonna leave me. I can see that faraway look in your eye. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, that it won't be long before it's crying time. Make us cry, Pat. Now you say that you found someone you love better. That's the way it's happened every time before. And as sure as the sun comes up tomorrow, crying time will start when you walk out the door. Oh, it's crying time again. You're gonna leave me. I can see that faraway look that it won't be long before it's crying time. You guys still feeling it? Who's gonna relapse? No one? No one? No one? All right, we gotta keep playing until somebody relapses. Oh wait, that guy right there. All right. 2. Here we go. Feel it. Hit me, Jared. Sitting at a tiny table in a restaurant. She was staring at her coffee cup. He was trying to keep his courage up out of my mood. The talk was small when they talked it all. They both knew what they wanted. Rolling out the mayonnaise, but keep it cool. You don't look like my type, but I guess you'll do. There ain't romance, there ain't rendezvous. Yes, I have, but only a time or two. There ain't romance, there ain't rendezvous. They talk the snow and they talk it up. They both do what they wanted. Thank you very much. There was no need to talk about it. They were old enough to scoop it out and keep it loose. Then he went to the dustbin and made it a press, so she waited outside. And then he came back with the key, and she said, give it to me, and now I've locked the door. I never really done this kind of thing before, have you? There ain't romance, there ain't rendezvous. Yes, I have, but only a time or two. There ain't romance, there ain't rendezvous. There ain't romance, there ain't rendezvous. There ain't romance, there ain't rendezvous. Ease, man. How come you guys aren't dancing, man? Watch your pull. Ease, that guy. Do I need to call Chris Eaglehawk to come up here? Help you guys out? Yes? Not ease, man. That's not in the budget. Let's just be real. say Inila? All right. Sorry, not gonna happen. Honky Tonky Amnesia. She knows how it messes up my thinking, how it makes me look for someone else to love. I get honky-tonk amnesia, and I forget where all my love belongs. I get honky-tonk amnesia, and sometimes it lasts all night long. She'll accept my story without question about the overtime I'm putting in. Tell someone called, she'll tell them that I'm resting, while I wonder what I've done and where I've been. I get honky-tonk amnesia, and I forget where all my love belongs. I get honky-tonk amnesia, and sometimes it lasts all night long. And sometimes it lasts all night long. Hey friends, we got two more. Thank you so much for coming out, hanging out. We really appreciate it. Please go vote. If Jamie Smith doesn't get elected, it's on you. But if Kevin Killer does, it's on me. Hey, now Chase is pissed at me right now. Chase is like, let me tell you Ihani's story about Sundance. You guys know that 7 sacred first songs of the Sundance? I was like, bro, this is not the venue, man. And then he goes like, okay. To be continued. Oh, rainy day morning, never seem to see you for the good times or the sunshine. You're a very friend of mine. back and all that. Thinks he's got hips like Elvis, man, like Shakira. I can't sleep awake anymore. Ever since you first walked out the door, then I started drinking to forget. But I don't think the worst has happened yet. All you ever do is bring me down, making me a fool all over town. They all wonder why I wear brown. Lost 'cause honey, all you do is bring me down. Bring it down, Pat. Funny how my whole world fell apart. I think I saw it coming from the start. I tried to tell myself that you'd be true, but I expected way too much of you. All you ever do is bring me down, making me a fool all over town. They all wonder why I wear brown. That's 'cause honey, all you do is bring me down. All you ever do is bring me down, making me a fool all over town. They all wonder why I wear brown. That's 'cause honey, all you do is bring me down. I said, honey, all you do is bring me down. I said, honey, all you do is bring me down. That was a contest song. Thank you, good night.